Good morning students, welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. In yesterday's class, we had seen how to create a table and apply a few constraints like not null, unique and primary key constraints. So today we are going to just extend that discussion further by learning a few more types of constraints. So let's move on. So today we are going to see the foreign key constraint. Then we will be seeing the check constraint. Let's understand what is the foreign key constraint. First of all, we need to understand what is a foreign key in a table. So, foreign key in a table is actually a primary key from some other table. So, it is a field which uniquely identifies each row of another table. Hence, the term which I use that it is already a foreign key in some other table and it has been referred to or used in another table, and it can contain duplicate values. This field points to the primary key of another table. This usually creates a kind of a link between the tables. So foreign key is usually that common field which exists in two or more tables, which connects them together and establishes relations between them. Hence we say that this is a relational database. Take a look at this table over here. We have two tables, orders and customers. And in these two tables, you can see that CID, that is customer ID, is common in both the tables. In the customers table, as you can see here, it appears as a primary key because it uniquely identifies every record in this table. And in the orders table, now because one customer can place multiple orders, as you can see customer number 3, Dharmesh placed 3 orders consecutively. So we can say that it is a foreign key in this table. So the key which is the field which is the primary key in one table, it becomes the foreign key in another table. And because it is a foreign key, so there are certain things associated, that is the foreign key can have duplicate values. Duplicate values are permitted, and only values existing in parent table are considered, are to be used. That is because we have only three tables here, three records here, and three customer IDs are there, 1, 2, 3. Hence, I cannot use a customer ID 4 in the orders table because there is no customer with the customer ID 4. So these are two main most important preconditions which we need to keep in mind when we are working with a foreign key. Let's see an example. Create table customers, CID int primary key. Now we will try to create these two tables only. So let me first copy these two tables. Now we will first create the customers table. So we will use create table customers CID. Let's take small int as the data type, and this will be a primary key here. Next is name, varchar, and let's give a maximum width, and then we have address, again varchar, and let's give a maximum width and close. So this is the SQL create table clause for the customers table. Let's do it for orders table now. So create table orders. Now within the orders table, we already have a primary key OID, that is order ID. So I'll be writing it like this, small int primary key. We have order number, and let's take it as medium int and not null, because we cannot leave order number blank. And then we have the CID over here. So I'm going to write it like this, CID. We need to first, because CID is going to be a foreign key, hence we need to first check it in the parent table, what was its data type. We will exactly write that data type here, and we will include a keyword references, keyword references, and the name of the parent table, that is customers, and within brackets the particular field within the parent table which will be acting as the foreign key. So references, it is a keyword, customers is the parent table name, and this CID is the primary key field in the parent table. Because this is the field which is going to act as the foreign key in the other table. Sorry, I drew it wrongly. It's going to act as the foreign key over here. Hence we are referring to the customers table. We don't use any keyword like foreign key here. We only use the references keyword, which says that, which points to the parent table from where we are picking out this primary key and making it a foreign key over here. So this is how we create a table and insert and mention a constraint that is a foreign key. Now what are the limitations which are associated with the foreign key? Number one is, first is first is data integrity. That is, if we have specified a key as the foreign key, that is if CID has been specified as the foreign key within orders table, so now it becomes imperative that orders table can use only those values of customer ID from customers table which exist in the customers table. So if there is any such, if I try to use 4 or 5 as the customer ID, so that will be considered incorrect. MySQL wouldn't allow that, because 4 and 5, they don't exist in the original parent table. And also if I try to delete, like if I try to delete the customer information for Dharmesh, so this foreign key allows us to also delete cascade something. That is, if I delete it from here, it will allow me to delete everything related to this customer from its child table. That is, these two uh, records associated with customer ID 3 will also get deleted. This is to maintain the integrity and the consistency of the table. In case we delete the customer Dharmesh from the customers table, and he is still being referred in the orders table, then this brings the database into an inconsistent state. Hence these are the limitations associated with the foreign key.